Why is balance so freaking key? Why are, these all or nothing kind of workout plans or diets just not a good thing? Why do we need balance? Well, I'm discussing all that today, so strap in, get ready for episode 256. Let's go.
The future of fitness.
How do you gain muscle mass?
Fitness is not complicated. It's simple when you break it down.
There's so much information out there.
No fads, no diets, just plain simple habits.
You're listening to the Bones to Bulk podcast.
Hey, welcome to today's episode. My name is Brian Parody, and I will be your host today. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the show. I am so glad you are here. For my return listeners, thank you for coming back. Again, it means the world to me that you continue to tune in. I would love to just connect with you. Drop me a line, whether it's on IG or Facebook or TikTok, whatever your platform of choice is. Shoot me a message and let me know what you think about the show. Ask me questions, or if you have an idea for a future show, I would love to hear it. You can also email me at Brian with a Y at bonestobulk.com. All right, with that being said, let's dive in. So there's a lot of kind of all or nothing mentalities out there, whether, I'm going to give up all carbs, or I'm going to never miss a workout day, or whatever it is. There's things like 75 hard where you cannot miss anything on your day-to-day. There's the keto diet, which is no carbs whatsoever. Well, okay, very, very few. There's, carnivore, where all you eat is things that come from, animals. And there's this just huge mentality out there that we've got to just go all in on something, and there's no room for, error. There's no room for anything else other than what we're supposed to be eating, right? And I think all that kind of stuff is very bad in a nutshell. I really do. I think it's shit. And the reason for that is because life isn't an all or nothing thing. We go through life and we have ups, we have downs, we have high moments and low moments and happy moments and sad moments. And some days we're on point and some days we fail miserably. And that's just part of life. There's no perfect human being out there. There's nobody who gets it right all the time. And to expect us to step into these roles of these, diet programs or fitness programs or whatever it is, and be able to just be perfect every day, it's unreasonable. And more times than not, it leads to more failure, because what happens is we get in this mindset, right, that we're going all in and nothing's going to stop us, and this is our time and this is our year, but yada, yada, yada. And we go through the plan, and we go through the steps, we go through the processes, and then we screw up and we get discouraged, and we want to just throw our hands up, and we're like, what the hell? What am I doing wrong? And I failed, and this just isn't for me. And then we give up completely, right? Well, no, that's then we're worse off than when we started. And that's what I hate about those things. 75 hard, and I'm not trying to bash on anything here. I'm just speaking my mind and speaking what I truly think. The whole concept of, yeah, there's some really good elements of 75 hard and building mental fortitude, and I get that. But the whole mindset of, if you miss something on day 65, let's say, you're screwed and you have to start all over. And that's just a wrong mindset to get into, because we're going to have days where we screw up and we miss things, and that's okay. We just go back at it the next day. We don't have to start over from scratch. We've still built a lot of different healthy habits over the past however many days, and we don't need to go into that mindset of, well, I screwed up, I got to start all over. No. You're still, let's say you do something perfect for 100 days, which is still, I think, unreasonable. Nobody's perfect for 100 days. And then on 101 day, you fail and you mess up. Does that mean all the 100 days before that are just pointless? Absolutely not. You've gotten stronger, you've gotten healthier, you've built healthy habits, you've probably gotten rid of junk foods. You've done a lot of accomplishments in 100 days. And just because you had one day that was just maybe a complete wash, that doesn't undo all that work. That means maybe we have to reevaluate and think, okay, well, where did I trip up, and why was it a wash? And was it just a day where, I let loose a little bit and that's okay? Or was it overboard and I need to kind of figure out how to balance that? Again, that keyword balance. So that's kind of what we have to dive into and really ask ourselves. And here's the thing. My mindset is always I get asked all the time by people hey, is this healthy? Is this unhealthy? They'll send me nutrition labels of products, and it's all this stuff, right? And most of the time, the things I get sent, it's not oh my gosh, if you eat that or drink that, you're going to die, right? Nothing's that extreme. Well, there may be some extreme things out there, but I haven't seen any. And the problem is we get into everyday habits. Just the other night, my wife and I were eating our bedtime snack, which is Greek yogurt with protein powder mixed in. Because we're fancy like that, right? And my wife asked, "Hey, what's the difference of me eating this protein cup and a half a cup to a cup of ice cream each night if the calories are the same?" And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, in all honesty, if you're setting out on a fitness goal and you want to have something like that, like ice cream or a cookie or something, and the calories still fit in with your daily goals, it's really not going to be detrimental to your progress. You're still keeping in that calorie range, even if your macros are off a little bit, you're not going to hurt anything. Now, it does become a problem if that becomes an everyday issue where every night you're going to the sweets or the potato chips or whatever it may be, right? But once in a while, or even a couple times a week, it's not going to hurt anything. Still keep in mind the overall calories and try to stay in that window. But if your macros are off a little bit, guess what? It's not the end of the world. It's really not. We place, sometimes I think, well, I say that it seems like there's just one extreme or the other. It's the extreme of I don't care, or it's this extreme of I'm just never going to eat anything bad. And I don't like extremes because, again, life is not like that. Life is very middle of the road, and there's good and there's bad, and we got to learn how to adapt to both sides of it, right? So that's kind of my take on it. And so don't beat yourself up if, oh my gosh, one night I have a cup of plain vanilla ice cream. It's going to ruin everything. No, it's not. If you start doing that every single night, yeah, then it could be a problem. But that's why I don't like the whole all or nothing mindset. It's all about balance. It's about having a healthy balance of protein, a healthy balance of carbohydrates, a healthy balance of healthy fats. Like, we need all three of those ingredients. We are designed to function off that. Our bodies produce chemicals and hormones and all that stuff from each of the food groups. Like, it's proven. Now, are there bad things from each food group? Of course. There's healthy fats and there's unhealthy fats. There's healthy proteins and unhealthy proteins. And there's healthy carbs and there's unhealthy carbs. And I think carbs get a really bad rap because there's probably more unhealthy carbs, and a lot of the junk food falls into that. So yeah, when we, the people that scream keto, well, of course you're going to lose weight if you drop off all carbs, because a lot of the junk food we eat on a day-to-day basis is from carbs. But guess what? You can still lose weight even if you just cut out the unhealthy carbs and still eat the healthy ones. So, again, I just don't like the all or nothing mentality. So find a balance that works for you. A lot of times when I'm designing meal plans and workout plans for my clients, what I really try to do is I try to ask, what's that go-to? Because we all have that go-to of something we just go to when we're emotionally drained, that snack, whether it's ice cream, whether it's pizza, whether it's wings. You know what I mean. We all have that thing that brings us comfort that we turn to. And I don't try to eliminate that out of someone's diet. Same with alcohol. I don't try to eliminate that out of their diet. Now, I do very much stress that you've got to set boundaries around those things. Absolutely. But typically, my workout plans, you have a cheat night where you get to enjoy a meal that you want, you get to enjoy a dessert you want, and then you have another night where you get to have a cheat snack or a drink, and then you can also have a couple drinks on the weekend. So it's not like we're eliminating this stuff altogether. We're finding healthy balances for everything. Because that's literally, I think, the essence of life is finding a balance in everything. We have to find a healthy balance with our work and family relationships, with our spouse and kids relationships, with friend relationships. Everything's about balance and keeping everything in check and not spending too much time on this thing and neglecting this over here. You know what I mean? We don't want to completely neglect our work all for our family, because guess what? Then we're probably not going to be able to pay our bills, and the vice versa is true. We don't want to get so absorbed in our work that our family suffers and we're not building the relationships we need. It's the same way with our workouts, with our food. Like, we've got to have that healthy balance. And, I know I've harped a lot on the food portion, but the same applies to workouts. Your workout doesn't have to take up 2 to 3 hours of your day. Like, that's crazy. Like, you don't need to work out that long. There's a lot of studies that show working out for 2.5 hours doesn't really benefit you any more than working out for an hour. And so, again, it's about finding that balance, getting some exercise in every day, getting, whether it's weightlifting or going for a walk or for a bike ride or moving your body, doing something each and every day is how you build healthy balance and healthy lifestyle. It's not necessarily, I crushed it in the gym for 3 hours today. Okay, you're not going to be able to do that every day. Eventually, your body's going to break down. You're going to get tired. You're not going to have that time. Maybe you have it now, but maybe you'll change a job, get married, have kids, whatever it is, and you're not going to have 3 hours to spend in the gym anymore, I promise. So, again, it's all about finding balance. There shouldn't be these insane extremes, in my humble opinion. All right, I hope you found this helpful. If so, do me one big favor. Head on over to YouTube right now, unless you're driving, youtube.com/bones to bulk. Okay, are you there? Now hit that little red subscribe button. That's right, subscribe to the channel, and then don't forget to click that notification bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. Each week I come out with a new video. I talk a lot about mindset. I demonstrate a lot of exercises, a lot of workouts. I have everything broken up. You also can click on playlists on my YouTube channel, and everything is organized and broken down because I love my organization. So you can find things for home workouts or dumbbell workouts or whatever you're looking for by muscle group. And there's just, it's like a database for you, like a library. I have 700 and something odd videos on there. So you probably can find what you're looking for. So that would just mean the world to me if you took a minute to go do that. So, all right, with that being said, remember, no matter what you're facing, what you're coming up against, what things you're struggling with, you can accomplish any goal that you set your mind to. You've got this.